Hello and good morning. Today is the second day of Diary of My Soul, and here I am. I showed up. I showed up to myself, and I'm recording. And I think so far I'm I'm doing okay. To be honest, it was a concern to me when I start something. It's just how much am I gonna be enjoying it and going back to it. As last time, in my conversation earlier in my previous journal, I said that in some days I just start with something with excitement, and then I feel less excited about it, and I still feel excited about it, about being here, about showing up, and just be myself, just be here, and I think it feels just I wanted to express my gratitude and my appreciation to everything I have. Yes, it's some days a little bit easier for me to be grateful and appreciative than others. I can say that, and I question that a lot in some days. I have this feeling of the need to be grateful because I know that it's one of the ways that it keeps my blessings around me, and there's a point of view that I have that makes things seem like a blessings around me. The people I love that I have in my heart and in my life, in my daily life, and the house I live in, and the car I drive, the technology I use, all those things that I take for granted in a lot of days. So taking the time to just be there and be grateful and express my appreciation and my gratitude to that. Of course, loving those things and having those things in my life is, and for them being consistent in my life, it's sometimes they get out of my attention in some way that I am taking them for granted. So focus on being grateful. It kind of focuses me or focuses my attention on appreciate those things and not forget to be thankful for them. I have this picture in my mind about what peaceful life should look like, and we always, I don't know, maybe I talk about myself. I always had this kind of picture. When I have this thing in my life, I would be really grateful and I'd be really happy. And if I have this thing in my life, I would always be thankful and be happy. And if I get this thing added to my life, I would really be fulfilled. And I'm not gonna lie, I sometimes get what I feel like I want, and then I forget that to be grateful for that. At one point in my life, I didn't have that thing. So having that practice of gratitude and appreciation kinds of put me in a place to remember to be thankful for the things that I asked for before and I didn't have, and now that I have. And of course, it also put me in a place of, if I know that I have something that I wanted and I have it now, I would treat it a little bit better, or I want to be a little bit careful around it with the way I use it. And that can apply to anything, can apply to the things that we own, that applies to the technology that we use, and that applies as well to the people that we have in our lives. I don't know if you had this experience, but I remember when I was very little, I felt lonely a lot of times around a big part of my childhood. And now having friends and having companions and having someone that I love and have them in my life, it makes it easier, and it just feels natural that I have these people, and the feeling of loneliness doesn't exist anymore. And I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for how many things that I have in my life that it in no way I would feel lonely again with having all these things in my life or all these people in my life. Or maybe there's also that part of me that grew to enjoy my own company as well. So maybe there are not many people at all of the time and all of the days. The time that I spend with myself is also not lonely anymore. I have that peace of mind. I have that kind of I think the only way I can describe it is an acceptance of this moment in time and what it has to carry with it, and this feeling of acceptance and feeling of curiosity of this moment and the next moment. And the next moment doesn't give a space for feeling lonely. And I think there's the feeling of lonely is not there for also another reason, that it doesn't match being grateful. You cannot be grateful at the same time feeling lonely, because feeling lonely, that means there is a deprivation. It's by myself, or I'm by myself and I'm alone. And when I know that the whole universe is there for me, and the whole universe is providing to me, and I have a choice actually to focus my attention on what the universe is providing, or I can focus on this side where I feel that is missing. So I have a choice. Of course, this choice is there. How easy for us to choose one over the other is how much we practice. Do we practice the feeling of being alone and missing someone in our lives, or missing something in our lives? Or do we practice the feeling of appreciating the friends that I have, appreciating the family that I have, appreciating the kids I have, appreciating my pet, or even the strangers that I just meet and have a casual conversation with? So I can choose to stay in that space of feeling appreciation and grateful, or I can move to that feeling a little bit sorry for myself and a little bit alone, and be in that space. And sometimes it's easier to be here, and sometimes it's easier to be there. I am really grateful that I am aware of that in my life, and I think it was intentionally trying to practice feeling appreciation and gratitude, so there's no space for the feeling of loneliness, or the feeling of missing, or the feeling of any shortage of any time, or any person in my life. So there is a decision that I have amazing things in my life. I have great people in my life. Doesn't matter how much time I spend with them, but they are there. If I reach out to them, they're there. And I have amazing family, and I have a little kid in my life, and I've always have that kind of feeling appreciation of this person in his presence and in his absence. And I always will look at this part as feeling, okay, I'm really grateful that I can look at this person and just feel all the love and all the appreciation that I actually possibly have in my heart. So this part of focusing on what I have, and focus on the small things that I have as well in my life, and it's important for me just to stay there, just to be present with them, and accept for what I have right now and what I don't have as well. Because we are human, we are growing, and we evolve, and we move forward with our lives, and we get to the point where we have what we have, and we still are eager for more. and we still are eager for more. So I can be eager for more with accepting and appreciating what I have right now, or I can be eager for more with not being satisfied with what I have. I think that's where we make our choices, and this is what makes a life is an enjoyable life or not so enjoyable. Because if every time I want something and I feel like, okay, I cannot be happy until that thing happens in my life, I am missing on all the days before that thing happened. These days will not come back. But today I can enjoy whatever I have, whatever I've been provided by the universe, and whatever I can enjoy. I can enjoy my health. I have my gadgets and my connections with the world. I can appreciate the sun coming up every day, the air I'm breathing. I can appreciate that I am in a healthy body, that I can move around and I can breathe without any assistance, and I can appreciate that I have a nice hair and I can see and I can smell and I can hear. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that I can move around without any assistance, and I can appreciate that I have enough money to spend on things that I love and things that I need, and people I love. I can appreciate the friends that I have, that the variety of friends that I have. I can appreciate the work that I do and leaving that positive mark in other people's lives instead of being the person that they don't want to think of. I can appreciate a lot of things. I can appreciate this platform that I can speak and show my appreciation to, or I can think about the things that I miss as well. There's a part of me trusts that things happen in the right timing, and I think this type of belief, it gives me that ease, that things happen in the right timing. That means they don't happen earlier and they don't happen after when it needs to happen. And when it needs to happen, it's related to many different variables. My readiness, if something I wanted and I got that thing, how much I'm able to sustain it. Do I have time for it, and do I have the energy for it? So am I gonna appreciate it when I receive it? There are a lot of things that we feel that we are eager to have, but sometimes we are not as ready as we want to actually have it. There's no delay, and there's no things coming in the wrong timing. There's just the right timing. And I think this belief that I have, that everything happened in the right time, I get everything I need, I get everything I want, and not just me, everybody. I think that puts me in that ease state, that whatever I have now is that I think to have, and it's perfect timing for it, and whatever I don't have is coming when the time is perfect, when the capacity is there. I am really grateful that I could speak about this idea and kind of dance around what loneliness actually is, and what can help us with overcoming loneliness in some way. And there are other ways and other emotions as well, but I feel like this is one of the big things that it puts us in a space that we won't be able to appreciate what we have if we are experiencing that specific feeling. I think I'm gonna end here today, and I'm really grateful and I'm really thankful for being here and speaking about it. And I look forward for my next recording and my next journal. Have a wonderful day.